Your brother doesn't even want there to be holiday leave. He doesn't believe. He didn't vote for. He doesn't want.
You're making stuff up, Marina.
He said there's video evidence.
Keep talking
There's video evidence of him saying it's not a given right.
We're going to come. We will properly.
Sometimes the lefty shows their true colours because they feel so safe in the mainstream media, so safe to express their hate in a way that actually would make them completely rejected in mainstream society. I really have a belief that when it comes to one's family members, if you're face to face with a human being, you leave them alone, unless there is a very good reason to be completely horrible. But this vile left-wing troll, Marina Purkiss, and she is a troll, by the way. You just see the anger in her because she only ever expresses negativity. Went on the Jeremy Vine show where she felt very comfortable and was face-to-face with the loveliest woman. I know her very, very well, Annunziata Rees Mogg, proud sister of Jacob Rees Mogg. This is what happened.
It's brilliant, isn't it?
No, it's not. It's actually been cancelled. It's not going to have another series. It's had disastrously low ratings.
Has
and
it?
I think that's good because I think I'm so sick of the media, whether it's that or I'm a celeb, sanitising people who have harmed the country.
But he has made a lot of money on his own terms.
Great for him. How have the rest of the country fared?
Annunziata, it's got, as you can see, it's taken a turn here.
I think it's unfortunate that Marina is quite so anti my brother. I personally find him a fantastic brother and I think a very principled and values-led politician who wants the best for the country.
And she didn't let up. It kept going.
Some people to be, and Boris Johnson will be in this category as well, to be sort of mainly entertainers, as Jacob Rees Mogg is.
No, and sorry, I disagree. I'm sorry. Principles-led. The man who advocated for Brexit and then moved his business away from the country. The man who lied to people about getting cheaper food, cheaper bills, cheaper everything, and none of it's materialised.
And we've just signed
a guy who literally
a trade deal with a bigger trading bloc than the EU, so that we can do exactly that.
Tell your viewers. Tell our
the
viewers.
Remainers like Keir Starmer who tried to thwart Brexit, who prevented us having any benefits.
Don't speak across you.
Tell
Marina,
our viewers,
you go first.
Just mentioned the trade deal. Tell our viewers how the UK is going to benefit from that. How much from that CPTPP trade deal is this country going to benefit?
Let her answer.
So it is forecast to be in the billions, but the important thing is...
Under 1.8 billion.
The important thing is...
1/50 of what we've lost.
Let her answer.
Their growth has been averaging and forecast to continue averaging 8% a year. The EU's is forecast to fall by 8%.
Annunziata,
we
prior
need
to that
be
trade
trading
deal,
with the successful countries, not the failing ones.
And even though Annunziata was polite, respectful, and most importantly, truthful, there were more lies and more venom to come from revolting Purkiss.
You know
That's
that.
completely not
How's it
true.
going to benefit our viewers?
Why has Europe got maternity rights? I worked in Brussels and I had no maternity rights at all. I could have got 6 weeks in total and I wouldn't have been paid for all of that. It's Britain that has the stronger rights than most of the EU.
But if you share
on our own,
your brother,
we don't
your brother
need...
doesn't even want there to be holiday leave. He doesn't believe. He didn't vote for.
You're
he doesn't want
making stuff up,
he
Marina.
Said there's video evidence.
Keep talking
there's video
over
evidence
me.
of him saying it's not a given right.
We're going to come. We will properly discuss.
Now, I know what this is all about. Marina Purkiss did this for social media clout, so she posted the video on social media. Remembering, by the way, this is a woman who took money to come into GB News and be interviewed by Jacob Rees Mogg, where she walked around like she owned the place. Such an unpleasant individual. But Annunziata Rees Mogg, in response to Marina Purkiss's tweet, which went viral in the end for all of the wrong reasons, said, for the sake of accuracy, Marina's opening line was attacking my brother. Debate the facts, not the family. Sophie Corcoran weighed in, saying Marina is without doubt one of the most condescending, disrespectful, and certainly snobby people on TV. Annunziata should be very proud of the way she handled her, a classy lady. And Paula London wrote, Purkiss needs to stay in lane. the loser's lane. She only despises Jacob Rees Mogg as he is brighter and more eloquent than her. He schooled her on his GB News show and she was embarrassed. It was hilarious. Carol Malone schooled her too on the Jeremy Vine show. Poor woman was out of her depth. And the thing is, Father Calvin, look, Marina Purkiss can be a nasty individual if she wants to. I'm not suggesting that she should be booted off the show or anything like that. But I do think we should call out this complete toxicity that comes from the left. Because remember, this mob, and this mob also includes Carol Vorderman, James O'Brien, are always the ones that are calling for more civility in politics. And then you get a display like that.
Oh my goodness. You know what? Watching that back, Dan, it made me so relieved that I no longer work in the mainstream media. It made me so relieved that I'm no longer on those panels on GB News. We've got that mouthy lefty. They always shout over because they can't debate. They can't have a genuine conversation about the points because they know they'll lose. So they have to shout over you or attack you. The way that she was attacking Annunziata, and I've known Annunziata for years. She's a lovely woman. She's not even very much like her brother, but she's a lovely person. To attack Annunziata over Jacob Rees Mogg's stance, again, is just dishonest and disingenuous, which they always are. Like, if you have a problem with Jacob Rees Mogg, then challenge Jacob Rees Mogg, right? Not his sister. If someone attacked my sister over things that I'd said, I would be very unhappy with them because my sister is not me. We share some similarities, sure, but we don't agree on everything, and nor does Annunziata agree with everything that Jacob Rees Mogg does or says. And so, you're right, that Marina was looking for hits. She was looking for social media clout. That's all she ever does. She's loud. She's just brass. And actually, I don't know why anyone bothers to invite her onto their show because she's not even entertaining. It's hard to watch that kind of thing. I've never been comfortable with these lefties that just screech and scream over other people. I want to hear a debate. I want to hear a conversation. She's not capable of that.
No, but she's not capable of it because I don't think she has the brains to do it, Calvin, because she's one of these people who has come up from nowhere and been embraced because, let's just be honest about it, Calvin, she's a troll. That's all that woman is. She's a troll. But first, winter is coming. In fact, I feel it's here, to be honest, because it's really cold. And that means cold and flu season is here too. Viruses thrive in cold, dry air, and our immune responses weaken in colder temperatures. I used to get sick often during these months, but I've avoided the flu all year and recover much faster when I do get a little cold. You've heard me talk about Verso before. I've been taking it for months now, and their products have greatly improved my immunity, especially Clean Being. It's made with research-backed ingredients that boost your body's defense systems to fight off viruses when you get introduced to them, preventing you from getting sick in the first place. A strong immune response isn't just about fighting off illness, but also managing your body's reaction afterward. Inflammation helps protect against viruses, but too much can cause pain, tissue damage, and slow recovery. Clean Being manages inflammation, keeping your body balanced so it fights sickness effectively without extra problems. This reduces pain and swelling, protects tissues, and prevents overreactions. After taking Clean Being for some time, I don't get sick as often, recover quickly, and have an improved mental state. Click the link in the description in YouTube or Rumble, or head on over to buy.ver.so and use the coupon code Outspoken at checkout to save 15% on your first order. I'll just repeat the address: www.buy.ver.so/outspoken and use the coupon code Outspoken. But now, back to the show.
A paid troll, and there are so many of these paid trolls, and the problem with the mainstream media cycle or the legacy media cycle is that they keep getting these same people on because they know they'll get some hits. They don't care that they're trolls. They don't care that it doesn't help the public conversation. It doesn't progress the debate at all. They just want the traffic, the revenue, the viewers, and it's sad, really. We're better than that.
Yeah, I think we should be better than that, but that's one of the reasons, Calvin, that I love being independent. I love no longer having the off-communists telling me what to do, because I hated what I would describe as a false equivalence. You have to have some insane lefty on every panel to provide some sort of faux balance, when in fact what they're doing is such a turn-off. Who wants to listen to a woman like that, in all seriousness?
Careful now, that wording sounds very similar to the mess that got us into this position in the first place.
Well, there's a lot of men like that too. If I'm completely honest. I mean, who wants to listen to someone like Benjamin Butterworth, who I used to be forced to have on my previous show? Like, in all seriousness.
I know, nobody, which is why nobody does.
Yeah, indeed. Indeed. Oh, Father Calvin, so brilliant to have you. Thank you very much for your company. And I think I will see you next. I'm very excited about this. On Christmas Day. In fact, Calvin, we've just got to very quickly tell people what we're doing on Christmas Day, because we know that it can be a difficult time for some people. For some people, it can be quite a lonely time. We wanted to still have a show on Christmas Day. And so what we're going to do, and this is all chosen by the Outspoken viewers, the members of the Dan Wootton Outspoken Club on X. And what Calvin and I are going to do is count down your choice of the top 10 greatest Britons of 2024. And what's amazing about this, Calvin, we're going to have no idea as the countdown comes in. So we're completely blind to who the Outspoken viewers have chosen. I obviously have a couple of ideas of people who I hope are on the list, but this is your list rather than our list. And we're going to do the countdown at the normal time on Christmas Day. And I'm really looking forward to that, Calvin.
This is amazing. You're bringing the greatest Britain back. This is what the people have been asking for.
Yes. Well, yes, of course, because the background is I launched Greatest Britain Union Jackass on my GB News show, and they decided to keep going with it, which I found quite bizarre. But we have our own rival, alternative, original version on the Dan Wootton Outspoken Club, run, by the way, by the brilliant moderators of that club, who I want to give a little shout out to: Michael Cass, Darren Donaldson, Karen Hankey, Anna Ireland. Go and join the club. It's absolutely amazing. The most sound place, I like to say, on X. But Father Calvin, I'm really looking forward to seeing you Christmas Day. I'm sure you must have such a busy period, right, up until then?
It is the busiest time of year for all clergy. I will be exhausted, but I'm looking forward to it. We're going to have a very special Christmas, so I'll see you then.
Is it your first American Christmas?
Actually, it will be. And I'm not going to be alone. My father's going to come over for Christmas, so I'll have
lovely.
some family here, and I'll have some parishioners around as well on Christmas Day. We'll have a nice American Christmas lunch, so I think we're having a Christmas ham, as they call it here, right? I'm used to turkey, so that'll be a bit of a change. But I love church at Christmas. It's the most special time to be in church. I'm looking forward to I've got services every single day. Christmas Eve, I've got 2. I've got Christmas Day, the day after that, the day after that, the day after that. And so if people are looking for somewhere to be over Christmas, come to church.
Exactly.
You're more than
Go
welcome.
to church. If you're feeling lonely, go and see what time your local church is hosting a service on Christmas Day, because you never feel lonely at church. There's really something special about that, especially on Christmas Day. So, Father Calvin, thank you so much for today. I will see you on Christmas Day. Really, really looking forward to that. Thank you so much for watching Dan Wootton Outspoken. Please click on my face just to the bottom left to subscribe to this brand new independent news source, and turn on the notification bell so you'll be alerted to our brand new live shows, uncancelled interviews, and special royal episodes. Outspoken is also now available as a podcast, so you can listen to the show every weekday on the go, wherever you are.